In this video, we'll be solving one question from solution of triangle. In a triangle, the sum of two sides is x and the product of the same two sides is y. If x square minus c square equal to y, where c is the third side of the triangle, then the ratio of in radius to the circumradius of the triangle is. Now we have a triangle with a two of the measurement of side is c, a and b respectively, and third side is c. And x is the sum of two sides, that is sum of these two sides will be a plus b, and product of the same two side will be y, and c is already given, it is the third side. Now we need to find the ratio of the in radius. So what is meant by in radius? In radius is the radius of the circle which lies inside having center where the angle bisectors meet, and the radius of circumradius, that is radius of circumcircle, that's the circle in which the all three vertex of the triangle is lying, that's the circumradius. So in radius we will be using small letter r, and circumradius we will be using capital letter r to denote. Now they have given us a expression, that is x square minus c square equal to y. X square minus c square equal to y. Here x square value will be a plus b the whole square minus c square, which is equal to xy, sorry, y, that is equal to ab. Now we will be expanding this with a plus b the whole square, that is a square plus b square plus 2ab minus c square, which is equal to ab. Now a square plus b square minus c square equal to, I will be bringing this value here, so it will become minus 2 minus ab, ab will be cancelled. Now we can apply cosine law. Cosine law, what is meant by cosine law? If you have a triangle with a vertex ABC and the sides will be small a, small b and small c respectively, then cos of this angle, cos of c, or you can say, we can first write the main equation, that is c. The length of the side, the c square, square of the length of this side will be, the thing is, it will be sum of the squares of these two adjacent sides, that is a square plus b square minus 2ab cos of this angle cos c. From here, when you bring this value over here, you will get, if you swap these two values, you will get 2ab cos c will be equal to a square plus b square minus c square, and cos c will become a square plus b square minus c square divided by 2ab. Now a square plus b square minus c square value is minus ab, so I will be substituting this value here, minus ab divided by 2ab, which means cos c will be equal to minus 1 by. Now we can find the angle c, that is this angle of our triangle, that is c, this angle we can find. Now c will be equal to cos inverse of minus 1 by 2, which is equal to cos inverse of minus theta will be equal to pi minus cos inverse of theta. So this will become pi minus cos inverse of 1 by 2, and cos 60, that is cos pi by 3 equal to 1 by 2. That means this angle will become cos of inverse of this, cos inverse of 1 by 2 will become pi by 3 or 60 degree. So this will become 2 pi by 3. It is equivalent to 120 degree. Now we have this angle equal to 120 degree. Angle opposite to small c will be equal to capital C. Here they asked us to find the in radius and circumradius, right? So I will be drawing this figure here. Now c's values there, a and b respectively, and this will be 120 degree. Now we need to find the radius of in center. The thing is, we need to find the ratio of in circle. The question is, we need to find the radius of in circle divided by radius of circumcircle. So radius of incircle will be small r and radius of circumcircle will be capital R, because we already provided this in our question. We are giving this as smaller and this is the capital. We need to find the ratio of their radius. Now we have the equation that is in radius will be equal to that the radius of incircle will be equal to delta. Delta means area of the triangle. Area of triangle divided by area of that triangle. Suppose I need to find the incircle of in radius of the circle. So in radius is smaller. So this circle will have an area, that's the delta. Delta is basically area of this triangle. And S is the semi perimeter. So S is the semi perimeter. So when you divide the area divided by semi perimeter, you will get the radius of the incircle. And how will you find the radius of the circumcircle? Circumcircle is the circle which cover the entire polygon. Whatever the polygon, if the whole vertex will be lying in this circumcircle. Now, circumradius will be capital R, which will be equal to the product of all three sides. For a triangle, it will be product of length of all three sides divided by 4 times its area, that is delta. Now, we need to find this ratio. So, we need to find delta divided by this divided by delta divided by semi perimeter divided by ABC divided by 4 delta. That is, we need to divide these two expressions to get our answer. Now, when you take this value over here, this will become 4 delta square divided by S into semi perimeter into ABC. Now, we need to find our answer in terms of X, Y, and C. Actually, what is meant by X is the X equal to A plus B, sum of the length of the sides, and Y is AB, the product of sides, and C is the third side. Now we can start substituting. First of all, we need the area of the triangle. For this triangle, see, for any triangle, remember this thing. For any triangle, not only this triangle, in general, suppose you have a triangle and this angle is theta. This angle is theta. For example, we have a triangle and this is two adjacent sides and this is the included angle, that is theta. Now when you draw a perpendicular over here, so I call this as y. If I call this as y, or you know it is the altitude, that is height of the triangle. So area will be that is the delta will be equal to area of triangle ABC. ABC will be equal to half into base into height. Now when you apply trigonometry, what is the value of sine theta? Sine theta will be equal to opposite divided by hypotenuse. That means uh, height will be equal to a sine theta. Height will be equal to a sine theta. That is this side into the sine of this angle. So our value will become half into this b into h. We will be substituting from here. That is a sine theta. Now this will become half ab sine theta. Half ab sine theta. That means, in other words, if you have a triangle with two sides are given, that is this is a and b, and this included angle is given, theta is given. So area will become half into product of these two sides into sine theta. So here what will be our delta value? Area will become half into these two sides are there, ab into sine of 120 degree, sine of this angle. Now what will be the value of sine 120 degree? Sine 120 degree will be equal to sine 180 minus 60 degree. So this will become, since it is even multiple of 90, trigonometry function will be same, and 180 minus theta will lie in the second quadrant. Sine is positive in the second quadrant, so this value will become root 3 by 2. So the area of this triangle will become half into AB into root 3 by 2. So this will become root 3 AB divided by 4. Area of triangle is root 3 AB divided by 4. So that value I will be substituting. Now I need the square of the area, that will be root 3 AB divided by 4, the whole square divided by semi perimeter into ABC. Here this will become 4 into 3 divided by 4 square, that is 4 into 4 into a square b square. I am opening this value divided by semi perimeter. What is semi perimeter? Semi perimeter is sum of all sides divided by semi perimeter is a plus b plus c divided by 2 into ABC. Here you can cancel 1 a and b from the numerator and denominator. one of the 4 can be also cancelled. So this will become 3 by 4 into AB, the whole divided by A plus B plus C divided by 2 into C. You can also cancel 1, 2 from here, from here. So this will become a, so the answer will be 3 by 2 AB divided by C into A plus B plus C. And from our given condition, A plus B equal to X and AB equal to Y. So this will become 3Y divided by 2 into C into X plus C. AB will become X and A plus B will become X and AB will be Y. So our final answer will be 3Y divided by 2C into X plus C. So this will be the corresponding answer. 3Y into 2C into 3Y divided by 2C into X plus C.